In my video called The Candy Store that you're about to watch, is to try to help the women understand the men a little bit better and to try to help the men understand the women a little bit better. But mostly it's for the women. It's trying to help the women understand why the men are saying the things that they're saying and why they're doing the things that they're doing and why they make the decisions the way they do. Because a lot of women are lost and don't really understand the men. And that's a big problem. And if the women, I feel that the women understood the men better, then they would be able to make the changes necessary to be able to get what they want when it comes to the men. And I'm also trying to let the women know the options that they have and when they're in their prime, and the options that the men have and when the men are in their prime, so that women can have a better understanding on men and understand what men control and what the women control. Ladies, you control sex and babies. Any soul that's in this world walking around, a woman made a decision to have that soul, and which is a very powerful gift. And sex. Anytime a woman wants sex, she can have sex with whoever she wants, whenever she wants, pretty much. You know, that's a great power to have as well. But that coin has a flip side. And the other side of that coin is you can sleep with 100 men, ladies, but you can't make any of them take you serious or give you a relationship or marry you. That's the men's choice. Men control relationship and marriage. Men have the keys to committed relationships and marriage. Women, you have the keys to sex and babies. Those are your keys. Relationship and marriage is the man's keys. So you have to give the man what he wants for relationship and marriage. So let me explain it like this. The man has to give you what you want for access to your keys for sex. Once he has sex with you, that's it. Now, if you want him to take you serious and give you a committed relationship, now you have to give him what he wants, or you have to give him what he wants for marriage, if that's what you're looking for. So it's pretty much the same thing. But marriage and relationships and dating are two different things. So I don't want to get them crossed. But you basically have to give the man what he wants for his commitment to commit to you in a serious relationship, or you have to give him what he wants when it comes to marriage. So since men control those things, you can't get those things unless you give the man what he wants. I hope that makes sense. The man holds the keys to relationship and marriage. Since you can sleep with who you want when you want, the man can date who he wants when he wants, or he can marry who he wants when he wants, pretty much. Because a lot of women really don't understand this or know this, okay? And it's very important. So trying to help the women and the men, but mostly the women, understand, you know, how things work and why the men at an older age, some want the younger women. Why? You know, why they make the decisions and say the things that they do. I'm trying to help the women to understand it. This should give a better understanding to the women. I hope it helps. Anyway, enjoy the video called The Candy Store. Yeah. All right, I'm going to do this scenario. I call it The Candy Store. It explains a lot of things in this little simple thing to the ladies and to the men, but mostly to the women. Because women are having a real issue with older men and men having things and wanting to do what they want to do, and the women not understanding why a lot of the men don't want to settle down. So this might help a lot of women get a little more understanding on why. Or why things are the way they are, or why the men are choosing what they do. All right. So this thing is called a candy store. All right, listen. So women get their full adult woman body when she's 18. She don't have to work for it. She inherits it from her mama. You know, she gets her hips, her titties, her booty, everything from her mama. She inherits it. What she looks like, she already got a woman body. She ain't got to do nothing but maintain it. This is why I don't feel so bad for the women when it come to, you know, being in shape, because you guys got it easy compared to the men. Man has to build everything he is. He don't inherit anything. He has to build everything. He has to go through the blood, the sweat, and the tears to get to what he wants. Just to be able to get a date, just to be able to have what he wants when it comes to women. And women really don't understand how hard it is for men to get dates versus how easy it is for them. So you guys have a lot of advantages, but men have their things too. So check it out. So you got a woman and a man. They both 20 years old. Went to school together. The man always liked the woman. The woman always felt the man was, you know, nice looking. But she liked muscles and he was skinny. He was a normal, average guy. So he comes to the woman at 20 and he's like, look, I've always liked you. I want to date you. I want a relationship with you. I want us to have a serious relationship. I want to take you out. I want to settle down. I want to have, you know, build a relationship, a life with you. So the woman says, okay, that's cool. I like that. That sounds good. One second, guys. So the man says, okay, yeah, you know, I want a relationship. I want to build a life with you. This, and that. The woman says, well, you know, she got all the men liking her. You know, she's in her prime. She's got all the men everywhere. She's in the candy store. She's picking all the flavors. She can choose anything she wants. So she don't want to talk to him. She wants to have her fun. Pick who she wants. She wants to have her fun. Pick who she wants. Do what she want to do. Which is fair because she's in the candy store. She has she has the purchasing power in the candy store. So that's fine. She can do that. She's entitled to that. She's earned that. That's understandable. She can do that. No problem there. All right. So the man goes in the lab. 5 years later, he's got the body. Boom. He worked hard. He's got the body. He comes back. The woman's been in the 5 year span dating men with muscles, enjoying herself, having a good old time. Dating whatever she wanted. She's all over the candy store. She's enjoying the flavors and tasting all the flavors. No problem. That's perfectly fine. She's earned that right. There's nothing wrong with that. That's cool. All right. That's her. She has the power to do that. She can do it. She can exercise her options. No problem. So the man comes back to her 5 years later. He got the body. He's like, boom. He comes up to her. She's like, damn, you look real good, man. You look good. But unfortunately, you know, now I'm looking for a man with stability. I'm looking for a man with a good job, a career, you know, who has his stuff together, or at least has, you know, his stuff somewhat together. So the man is like, okay, because, you know, he young. He ain't got no money. He ain't got no career, nothing like that at this point. So he's like, okay, cool. So the man goes back in the lab. He's determined. So 10 years later, he's got the job, he's got the career, he's got the house, he's got the car, and he has the body. He has it. Now, the woman comes to the man, and she's like, oh, I'm ready to date. I'm ready to settle down. I'm ready to be with just you, this, and that. All the while, the man has wanted to go in the candy store, never could. Now he can go into the candy store. So now he's in the candy store where the woman was the entire time. And now he's telling her, hey, you know, unfortunately, I don't want to date right now. Now I just kind of want to enjoy myself, relax, have me some fun, and kind of date and see what it is out there and make my choice. The woman gets upset. Oh, well, why don't you want to settle down and this and this and that? And he's like, well, you know, I'm not ready to settle down. Oh, well, you're older now. You should. Here's the thing, ladies. Now he has the power. Now he finally, after all 15 years, that's 15 years later, at 25, he came back to her. It took 5 years to build a body. 10 years, it took him 10 years to get the career, get the job, get the house, get the car. He has the power. He has the money, the body, and everything. He now gets to go in the candy store for the first time. So now he's in his prime, where she was between 18 and 28, enjoying herself. And it was her right to, but now it's his right to. And now a man is in his prime in his later years, where a woman was in her earlier years. So now the man is in his prime from 35 on up. And he is in the candy store and he's enjoying himself. And now the women are saying, oh, why you want to, live like a bachelor and do this and go there and have that and do this and date this one and go see that one and do. Well, ain't that what you did when you was in the candy store? Didn't you exercise your options? These are his options now. He's in his prime where you was when you was in your prime at 18 and 28. He is at 35 on up. So this is what women need to understand. The men have to build everything that they are, their bodies, their careers, everything. They have to earn it. So a man, it takes years to build these things for us. So imagine you looking at somebody with one focused thought every day for years. Couldn't wait to be able to have those rights, that power to do these things. And finally he gets it. He works hard. He earns it. He has the right to be in the candy store and do whatever he wants, and they do whatever he wants, just like you did. He don't need to settle down, and he don't have to settle down. That's his right. So ladies, it don't matter how you feel about it. It don't matter what you don't like. It just don't matter. It's up to him how he wants to live his life, like it was up to you how you wanted to live your life. Ladies, between the ages of 18 to 28, you have all that time to pick your husband, to settle down. All that go out there, have fun, do all this, see this guy, that guy. That's the worstest advice you could be given by other women. And that's the worstest decision you could make, because now you're going to come in with all this experience, and men don't want that. Men want a woman. A woman wants a man with experience that knows how to please her. For this, he has to interact and see and date women to get this experience, to get this knowledge. However, the man don't want a woman with a whole lot of experience, because that means she was gonna go out there and been with a whole bunch of men. And if he's gonna be with her seriously to marry her, he don't want a woman with a whole bunch of sexual partners. We're completely opposite of you guys. You guys look at a man and will overlook what a man looks like for what he has. So y'all date guys for what they got and what they can provide for you, not for a physical attraction. And men date women for what you look like, and then all that other stuff comes after. And then you guys get older and your bodies don't look as what it used to, and then you guys start saying stuff like, the women, like, oh, I don't matter what's on the outside, I'm all about what's on the inside. Of course you're gonna say that. Of course it's about what's on the inside, because now you ain't what you was on the outside no more, because you're older. Time has came, you aged, life has happened. Of course you're not. And if you just took care of yourself, you still might have a chance. Some women will. The majority of you won't. Let me explain something to you. Man has to be physically attracted to you to be aroused, to hug you, kiss you, hold you on a daily basis. He has to be attracted to you for that to happen. If he's not attracted to you, that's not going to happen. Now, it's different for women who got married early and then you age and you put a little weight on, and then that man that's with you, you've been with him, you improved yourself, that man loves you. It don't matter. But to the women that are single, oh, it matters, because you on the dating market, and on the dating market, everything matters on the dating market, especially the men, and especially at a time like now. So ladies, I hope this helped you. I hope you understand what I'm saying, because you cannot like it. I don't give a shit. It ain't gonna change the truth from being the truth. It just isn't. This is reality. This is the truth. This is the way men are, and this is the way they're always going to be. This is the way they wired. It's just not going to go no other way. So you either keep your shit together, make better choices. If you are older, You need to make your attitudes better, because you can't be old with a bad attitude. You can't be fat with a bad attitude. You just don't have the room for an attitude, and you really ain't even there physically, because physical is always going to come first to men, especially the men that the women want. Physical is important for a man when it comes to a man picking a woman, period. That's just it. And I know a lot of people, women that are big, gonna have an issue, but let me tell you something. Big women don't even want big men. Fat people don't even want fat people. So that's an issue right there, okay? Your level is what you look like. You dating people on your level. That's your level. And a lot of you women are not on the level with the men that you want the man to look like, and you want the man to have all these things, and you guys don't have these things. You just not on that level. And ain't nothing wrong with that, but you can do something about it, because remember, y'all inherit y'all body. All y'all got to do is maintain. A man has to build his if he want his. He has to earn his. So he ain't gonna hear all them excuses you got. He don't care about what you're saying about your family, or how you was going through depression, or what medication. We just don't care. Just like you don't care about the guy that say he ain't got no car because this happened and that happened, or he ain't got the money because, you know, this and that happened. You don't care. Or he's short and, you know, he really like you and you don't like short men. It don't matter. You have no issues telling that man that he ain't your type, and a man should have no issues telling the women the same thing. So that's all I'm saying. I leave it in that. I hope the women understood this. I'm throwing it out there so you can try to get it, so it helps some people. I hope it helped. There you go.